Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Good News. I am your host Luis Valdez, bringing the good news to you at home. This week we have a packed show. We have new segments, cooking with Andy, movie reviews, so please stay tuned. We are going to start off with this week's Bring It to Life. So team, please take it away.
Hey Monte.
Hey girly.
So basically, dude, I need to rant to you.
Yeah, go ahead, rant. I'm here to listen to you.
Oh my gosh, I hate quarantine, dude. It's so freaking hot, and I can't even see my friends, dude. They don't understand how irritated I am. I just want to, I don't know, I just want to do something bad, because I'm so annoyed right now. And then it's like,
excuse me? Hey Fatima, what is it that you want to do something bad? Yeah, it's me, Jesus. Fatima, this doesn't sound like you.
yeah, but listen, I hate quarantine. It's just hard to live during these kinds of times.
I understand it's hard, Fatima, but you have to know that you can always rely on me. I'm always by your side. You can always find me in prayer.
You know, I never thought of it that way. Thank you. That was very comforting. Love you, Jesus.
Bye.
Thank you for that, team. As you can see, this week's skit about this week's gospel, and it is, in which Jesus is inviting us to meet him outside of the conventional ways, especially right now that we have such a hard time staying in communion with him because we don't have the mass, and that's what usually helps us be with him. He's telling us to find other ways, to find in prayer, to find it in meditation, in the Lectio Divina, to stay with him, and in doing so, finding the rest, finding reassurance that he is there with us, that he is there to accompany us in these tough times of just the coronavirus, but also in the tough times of our lives. He gives us the comfort that we need. So, thank you for that, team. And in an anticipated segment, Cooking with Andy. Andy, please take it away.
Thank you, Luis. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make crepes. All you're going to need is 4 cups of eggs, 1 1/3 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of butter or oil, your choice, a cup of flour, and a 1/2 tablespoon of salt, and that's optional if you want some. You're going to go ahead and put everything in your bowl and whisk. And it should come out like this. Then you're going to want to go ahead and strain it so it comes out all nice and liquidy instead of all clumpy like that. And you're going to let that rest for a couple of minutes.
A few moments later.
Then you're going to want to, well, you want to use a ladle, but since I kind of messed up on my first one, I have very little. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do that. And just simply move it around as much as possible. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but it's still really good. Then you're going to want to loosen it up if it's the one crepe I messed up on. Anyways, you're going to want to, oh, this is hot. Obviously use a spatula, don't do what I'm doing. Flip. As you can see, this crepe is all done. Time to put some toppings on there. We're gonna add Nutella. Then your banana. Fold. And fold. Okay, maybe that side. Okay, there we go. This side's pretty. Then you're gonna add your caramel drizzle. And then you're gonna add your whipped cream. You obviously can't forget the cherry on top. And that is it. Back to you, Luis.
Thank you for sharing that delicious recipe, Andy. I'm sure some of us are gonna be very excited to try it out. And well, in other news, or in other segments, we're gonna jump into the movie review this week by Kenya. Kenya, please take it away.
Thank you, Luis. Now, welcome back to the segment where I tell you guys what to do during this quarantine. I mean, yes, I know. We don't have much to do at home, so why not let me recommend you guys a movie to watch on Netflix? But before I do get into details about this movie, I do want to give a reminder and tell you guys to please wear a mask and wear gloves when you go outside, just for your safety and for everyone else's safety. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Sing a song while you're washing your hands. Like, sing happy birthday. You can sing any song. It doesn't really have to be that song. But, it has to be around 20 seconds long. So, yeah. And make sure to also put on hand sanitizer. So, yeah, that's a reminder that I wanted to give for everyone's safety and for your own safety as well. So, now let's get into details about the movie that I want to recommend, that it's on Netflix. I'm not going to give too much details about the movie because I want you guys to find out for yourself about what happens in the movie. But basically, at the beginning, sadly, one of the popes dies, and basically now they need to have a new pope. So they are having two new different popes that are running and wanted to get elected. So I'm going to be telling you guys the names of the popes that are running. And the first pope's name is Pope Francis, and the second pope that is running is Pope Benedict. They had a lot of work to do. Like, there was a lot of processing to being a pope. Like, there was so much work to do for them to be selected, and it was very tough for them. Like, not just for the popes that were running, but like for everyone, like for voting. Like, there was a lot of people that were in between, that they didn't know who to choose. And yeah, so in the end of the movie, you do find out who is chosen to be the Pope. And I feel like the ending results are shocking because I was surprised. Like, I feel like you guys would be surprised to find out who actually ends up being the Pope. So just watch the movie to find out. And thank you for joining me. And now back to you, Luis.
Thank you for that, Kenya. The Two Popes movie, I personally also recommended. It is just fun to see the Pope, who the Pope is. Obviously, the movie is not, completely accurate. There might be some inaccuracies of how things actually did take place. But it's, you do get to see a glimpse of what the Pope is like outside of Mass. So it is a great film. It's on Netflix. Kenya said, please go ahead and watch it. And into another segment, we're going to go into the Saint of the Week by Fatima. Fatima, please take it away.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Saint Corner. Today's saint is Laura Vicuña. She was born in Chile in 1891. Her father was a soldier, so when the Civil War broke out in Chile, he wanted to keep his family safe, so he took them to Argentina. He unfortunately died when she was only 2 years old. So Laura's mom, Mercedes, had to find a way to still support Laura and her baby sister. She became a cook for many years until she met this very wealthy man. His name was Manuel Mora, and Mora promised Mercedes, Laura's mom, that if they came to live with him, they would send Laura off to a boarding school that was taught by nuns. But he did not promise to marry Laura's mother, and under the Catholic Church, that is a sin. If you live together, the idea is to get married before you move in together. So Laura was in school, and she loved God, she loved her faith, but she was bullied by it. One day, when she came home to visit, she found out that they were living together as a married couple but weren't married, and she knew it was a sin. So she prayed to her mom she prayed to God that her mom would leave him. At some point, she went to a priest and told him that she wanted to join the convent. Although the priest thought that the girl had a true calling from God, he told her that she was too young and she would have to wait until she was older to make such an important decision. As she grew older, Mora turned his attention from Mercedes to her, but Laura refused his advances, and it angered Mora, so he beat her very badly in 1904, which weakened her from the beating, and already in frail health, she died just a week later at the age of 13. Seemingly in answer to Laura's prayer to God, her mother returned to the church and separated from Mora when her daughter died. She was beatified by Pope John Paul II on September 3, 1988, and beatified means that they are on their way to become a saint. Thank you, and we will be back with more.
Thank you very much for that, Fatima. And we would like to end the show acknowledging it is Mother's Day. And today, one of our team members, Pablo, sent us a message to the team that I thought was very vital to, share with you, because it just perfectly encapsulates what Mother's Day is. So what he sent us was: a mother is someone who can take place of others, but whose place no one else can take. May our Mother Mary be with us today and every day, and through her we thank God for our earthly mother, who has taken the example of our heavenly mother. If at times we find ourselves lost, it is vitally important that we remember that we have a heavenly mother who watches over us. We pray that Mary helps us through this social distancing and guides us to the path of the Lord. May we all stay blessed on this day and every single day, and may no harm come to you or your family member, especially during this hard time. Once again, happy Mother's Day. So that was one of our young leaders, just really breaking it down for us, what it's like, what it is to have Mother's Day. So thank you for everyone for watching, everyone who cooperated to get this together. We will see you again next week at Good News. God bless you.